Hi there, it's Rob here from Gym 10. Hope you're well. Welcome to this lifestyle lecture and tips all about how to keep your fitness motivation up. Okay, so grab yourself a pint of water and take a sip, lick around your lips and hydrate. Cheers. Let's get you motivated then. Okay, so never matters really what day of the week or which month of the year. Every now and again, you're going to need some fitness motivation, okay? And the idea behind this is to give you some really good top tips to get you ready for that. So, how do we get ourselves motivated and getting ourselves into exercise and fitness? The first thing I'm going to say is if you're exercising to burn lots of calories and to try and get yourself into a calorie deficit, loving your work, brilliant. That's always great. Okay, but just be mindful that in terms of the total amount of calories that you burn in a day, including things like your basal metabolic rate, the thermal effect of food, the amount of energy that's used to break down the quality of food that you're putting into your system, and the amount of movement you do on a day-to-day basis, which hopefully is around 10,000 steps, that exercise really only accounts for 5% of the calories that you burn each day. For the average Joe, if you're a super athlete and of course you're working 4 to 10 hours every day on your physique, then wonderful you. And you'll probably be a lot higher in the percentages. But for average Joe, the amount of calories you burn from exercise is only 5% of what you burn throughout the day. So it's really, really important that you pick the exercises that you enjoy doing. And there's stuff that makes you smile and makes you want to carry on doing it. That doesn't have to be lifting weights, but I do recommend that you do that because weight training is great for building up muscle tensile strength and therefore the amount of calories you burn at rest and also at sleep and also doing the exercises as well. But pick the exercises that you enjoy doing. If there's stuff that you're doing you don't really enjoy it, there's definitely a better way of burning calories. And it could be doing Pilates, it could be doing yoga, it could be seeing a good sports massage therapist who works a bit on muscle energy technique where you're pushing back against the limbs, against the body. That burns calories too, and it's a good little workout. It could be that you like rowing, it could be that you like hockey, you play a sport, you're in group training, you play football or rugby or something like that. Whatever the sport is, enjoy it. Even snooker burns calories, walking around the table and the concentration on the cue shot and putting the balls back on the table. They all burn calories, and it's really, really important. So pick the things that you enjoy doing and do it regularly. Set some time for yourself to do it as well. And that's really, really important. So that brings me on to the next point, is having the routine that you need. Have a routine that works for you and schedule it into your week and make it mandatory. Don't let it drop out because something cool's coming up on TV or you've got something else that's got in the way. Make it mandatory. That's your time. That's you investing in your own health. Question yourself, how often do you invest in your own health? What do you do for that? Do you see a trainer? Do you do some online classes? What do you do? What do you do to invest in your health? Maybe reflect on your day today, right now. Listen to yourself. What have you done for you? Your health, your fitness, your food, your water, your sleep. What have you done for you today? Or have you got caught up in the rigmarole of life and social media in Silicon Valley? What have you done for you today? And if it's not enough and you're critiquing that and you're going, I could have done more there and I should have done more, then that's where you need to get routine and get that routine in there. And it's non-negotiable. It goes into the diary and it's going in there because it's something you've enjoyed. And it's something that's going to give you a dopamine release. It's something that's going to help you burn up the calories from today. It's something that is going to release the cortisol that you built in. Remember, the more cortisol, the more stress you've got in your body. Remember that your body is then going to have a bit of a flight or fight response. It's going to store those calories on board and you're going to have to burn them up somehow. So make yourself happier, reduce the amount of cortisol and do the exercise that you enjoy doing. And I reckon you will probably end up with a very similar amount of calorie expenditure and also a much higher level of happiness, which is really, really key. It's really, really important. So think about the exercise you want to do, find the exercise you want to do, find a great trainer that's going to inspire you to do that. And if you need a bit more from that trainer of, I need results, I need to have a bar chart or whatever it is, Look at those questions. Why do you need that? What is it about that needs? And then make sure you get it. And get that in that training, and make that trainer help you to get that. But most importantly, look for it from within yourself and get those results, because that is going to get you motivated at the end of the day. The next one that I have to smash on about, and it is the number one, and we're seeing it so much more and more and more, is people do not get enough sleep. You cannot be motivated and going at all the guns all the time, 7 days a week, 365. It's just not possible. All the time, keep going. You have to get some recuperation. You need to get that sleep in. And your body is no different to when you were a baby. You are still that same organism. That organism, when you're a baby, loved to have routine. It loved to have sleep. And if you don't get enough of it, your body doesn't recover. And it doesn't recover efficiently. And you end up with high levels of stress. You're going to have more muscular tension. You're going to have more problems. You're likely to gain more weight because you haven't done those things. So your stress level raises up again. There's all these bits to it, and it becomes a problem. And I want you to move away from that, because you don't need to have that in your life. Keep it fun, keep it friendly, keep it going. So get that sleep in, and make that a non-negotiable too. Because the more you do of it, the more motivated you'll be. So get that sleep in. Get at least, for me, it's 7 to 9 hours. There's lots of different science out there about it. For me, the golden hours are always between 11 and midnight and 4 in the morning and 5. Try and get those in as a mandatory. And if you're going to bed so late, you know that you're going to struggle the next day. So unless, of course, you're a shift worker, well, that's brilliant. Then make sure that you've got a timetable that roughly works onto the cyclical pattern that you've got for your shift work. And if you don't have a pattern for that, make sure that your body knows that if it's working in night shift or a day shift or whatever it is, that you know that I would say that you've got an 8-hour period of work, maybe a 12-hour period of work. You want to make sure that you've got a sleep pattern that reflects the cycle that you're working on. Your body loves routine. It loves cycles. It likes movement like that. So get your sleep in. And then the other thing I would work on is about your own body weight. Know what your body weight is, what your BMI is. It should be between 18.5 and 25 is your normal gauge. And if you haven't got some biometric scales that can tell you that, they're the kind of scales you want to buy so you can stay motivated. There's some fantastic scales out there now that will give you your parameter based on your height, your weight, and it will tell you body fat percentage and your water percentage, etc. It will tell you your weight and your mass, which is brilliant. It won't tell you how happy you are, but it will give you some data, and it will also track your data and show you where those charts are as well. Remember, if you need to lose a bit of weight, you're going to probably feel like you've got more energy on a day-to-day basis because your BMI is getting a bit more correct. And we work on BMI because our body's designed to take a certain amount of load. And if you're overweight, you're putting more stress onto your body. More stress, more cortisol, more weight gain. It goes hand in hand. And we want you to keep looking at the ways that you can stay motivated. Being a little bit more lighter on your feet, having less chafing, all of these things will make you more motivated. Make you perhaps less paranoid, maybe less worried about your body image. And be careful about that. Love your body. You only get one of them. So invest in it. Get that motivation. Get that lifestyle where you are constantly, every day, rewarding your body with good quality food, good quality sleep, good quality hydration, good movement, and fun. So you're enjoying it and you're motivated by doing it, and that will get you going. And the other thing was, comparison is the theft of joy. Everyone's looking on Facebook and they're looking at all these different, social media platforms that are working off. But comparison is the theft of joy. Don't worry if somebody else has just completed a marathon or a 10K or a half marathon and stuff. It's brilliant. Congratulate them on that, because that's going to float their ego and make them feel better. But concentrate on where you feel on that journey, And if it inspires you to go and do something, brilliant. Use that motivation to kick yourself forward as well. But think about it from your point of view. Again, comparison to theft of joy. Keep happy with what you're doing. Stay focused to your goals. and you'll nail it. You'll get the results you want to get. And finally, I would say with that is Alice in Wonderland theory. If you don't know where you're going, any road is going to take you there, right? So know what you want to achieve, get those goals, get that motivation, and write it down. Get your team around you, get your board around you, that they're all helping, they're all on the same plate with you, and that they're keeping you motivated, eating your whole foods, getting you sleeping, moving more, getting your exercise done, having your routine, having your plan, and getting going. As always, if I can help you with your training or what I can do to help you, please do get in contact. I love hearing your messages. It's always really useful. So please get in contact if I can help. So a bit of a recap, get yourself into a routine, get yourself doing the things that you love doing, get your sleep pattern in and make that regimented, guys. It doesn't have to be completely regimental all the time, bang, 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 and you become a bit of a crazy person because of that. But the people who get the best results are a little bit crazy. They are. And you know that too. And it's why they get the success. So think about the exercise. Think about what you're doing to keep yourself excited and motivated by what you're doing. Get enough sleep from it. Eat the right quality of food. Drink plenty of water, which is how we're going to end this session today. So grab your pint of water and cheers. This one's almost finished. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your time and your energy. And I'll see you next time for the next one. Cheers.